Hey, welcome to a talk with TK. How are y'all doing? I hope you're doing good. So I had no intention on doing this, but God's been pressing upon me, like when He's given me revelations of the truth that we as believers, like we as people who say that we believe, we who are called by His name and have answered that call, we, in saying yes, in being vessels, like we have to understand that we need to be the majority and not the minority, right? Because the enemy has deceived the world, and it is our job as vessels who say yes to the one true living God to put the truth out there. We got to take over the media. We got to take over every high place. We have to take over all the high places, because that's where the principalities are. We have to take over all the high places. And so media is one of those things. We need to be putting more truth out there than lies that are out there, because there's subliminal messaging. There's stuff slipped into everywhere. Movies, music, TV, school systems, books, like, you know what I mean? It's just, the lies are everywhere. We need to be putting the truth everywhere. So God's been pressing it upon me to put the truth out there. So here goes a little talk with TK. We're talking about stages of cleaning. I'm gonna share with y'all. So as I was cleaning the shower, preparing for my sister to come visit, cleaning the bathroom, and I'm scrubbing the shower, yeah, getting it, making all these noises like, oh, spray something, and the spray done splashed me, and I said, that is just disrespectful, right? And the Lord like started quickening. He started quickening my spirit to stages of cleaning, like when we give our life to Christ, when we give our lives to Christ, and the Lord is calling us to Himself to restore us as His bride. The stages of cleaning, like the stages of purification, the stages of healing and deliverance. And I'm gonna give y'all the example that He showed me. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick. All right. The first stage is recognizing that something's dirty. All right. How many people here keep a clean house? How many people know that by the time you start seeing signs that something is dirty, right? It smells funny, or you're seeing marks on the wall or something like that, but you see dust gathered on the floor. By the time you see signs that something's dirty, how many people know, because you keep a clean house, that it's actually dirtier than it should be? That's not like normal dirty. If you can see it and you can smell it, then it means it's dirtier than you were supposed to let it get, right? Because we know, like, you're supposed to be sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, wiping the counters. Like, this is supposed to be like a normal thing. This is a maintenance thing to keep your home clean. And so if you start seeing and smelling stuff, then you know it's filthy at this point. And you got to do a good deep clean. This ain't no normal maintenance clean, okay? So He started showing me, first sign is recognizing that something's dirty, and by the time you get there, it's dirtier than it needs to be. And so when we answer the call that he calls us, He chooses us. We didn't choose Him. He chose us. He called us. By the time we answer the call, a lot of us are a lot more broken than we should be. A lot of us are a lot dirtier than we should be. A lot of us are deeper in some things than we really should be. And we probably don't even know it until we recognized the signs. And by that time, it's past the level that it should be. All right. The second stage was doing the cleaning, right? So a lot of us know, like, let's use the shower, for example. When you go to clean the shower, you're putting your cleaner on the walls, you're scrubbing and stuff. How many people know that that's not when it looks clean yet? That is you scrubbing the dirt and the residue off first, right? And a lot of us know that when we get to that point in cleaning, you see the different colors coming off your shower walls. You see the suds of the foam and the cleaner, whatever cleaner you're using. You can smell the cleaner, whether it's natural, whether y'all got that good old Lysol, whatever it is, Clorox, whatever. This is not a sponsored video. By the time you get to the stage that you're actually scrubbing and cleaning, y'all know it doesn't look clean yet. You still have the suds and all the stuff is still there, but you got it off of the surface. You got it off the surface. You got it off of the places that it was stuck on. And that was the next thing that the Lord was saying, was like, it's not clean yet when I start the scrubbing and when I start the process of the getting the residue out, of the getting the stains off, right? There's levels to this thing. So then the next stage he showed me was when you start rinsing. When you start rinsing everything that you scrubbed. Oh, Jesus, this is so good. When you start rinsing everything that you scrubbed, right? Rinsing with the blood of Jesus, rinsing with the water baptism, like sealing this thing, rinsing with the water of the living God. Like, oh my God, it was so cool how he was showing this thing, right? So the next stage is rinsing. After you've done the scrubbing, after you've done the cleaning, you rinse all of that stuff off. It flows down the drain. And then after you have rinsed it and it's starting to air dry, then you see how clean it is. Then you see how sparkly white it is, or whatever color your kitchen is, your bathroom, whatever the case may be. It is after you recognize that it's dirty. It is after you do the scrubbing. It is after you rinse that thing off from cleaning it, and it has now had time to dry and to shine, that you are actually cleansed. Oh my gosh. It was just really cool. So a little talk with TK is the signs of being cleansed. There's levels to this thing. And by the time you recognize that you need a cleansing, it's probably deeper than what you realize. And you have to let God do his perfect work. You have to let him perfect his process of cleansing you, of healing you, of delivering you, of shining you up, baby. You gotta let him do it. It's stages, it's levels. It's not, oh, as soon as you recognize something's wrong, then boom, you're immediately cleansed. It might not take as long as you think, but it's deeper than you think. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I hope this blessed somebody. I'm not giving any prophetic words or nothing. That ain't what this is. I'm sharing the truth of the fact that our stages of healing and deliverance happen in levels. They happen in stages. It is not a all of a sudden, this thing is gone. You are delivered. So when something tries to come upon you and tell you that you're not, it's not true. You are delivered, but there are stages and steps and levels to you actually looking shiny, brand new and clean. All right. So stay encouraged. Do not leave the process just because it didn't happen all at once, or all the residue is not washed off yet. You are healed. You are cleansed. You are forgiven. You are redeemed. You are delivered. Go through your process. Do not abandon ship. God is doing a thing and he loves you so much. And I love you too. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.